It's a delayed gratification game, and it's a game of hockey stick growth, because you need to show up every single day and prove yourself to whatever you believe, whether it's God or the universe, and even yourself, that you are worthy of achieving that level of success. Because if you don't stay consistent, you're cooked.
Yeah. I think that's I think consistency,
Momentum,
the ability to tolerate stress, and
that's very important,
and the ability to delay gratification, which kind of ties into consistency as well, to be honest. But those three attributes are super vital for anyone who wants to pursue an entrepreneurial career or have a business and have any element of success. If you can't tolerate stress, if you can't delay gratification,
you're done.
Yeah, good luck. Just work at Starbucks. Like
literally,
there's no point.
Literally. Okay, I'm glad we jumped into the mindset business side of things, because I've watched a few podcast clips, and most of the time people are just talking about the sex ed stuff.
Yeah, so I'm a lot smarter than people will give me credit for.
Yeah, for real. And I'm glad we jumped into it, because it shows the perspective of you as well, where your fan base and your supporters will learn a new aspect of you that's very valuable.
Yeah.
So
I don't tend to go into the details of my business in my own content. So
well, yeah, I mean, it's your own personal brand.
Exactly.
Your personal brands around
for obvious,
sex coaching.
for obvious reasons. Right? Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, even if
the diehard fans will watch it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, even if you're a hater of me, right? You don't agree with my previous professions and stuff, which I totally understand. I get. Or you don't like some of the friends I have. Cool. They're my friends. Go fuck yourself. But irrespective of that, you could still learn from everything we just said.
Exactly.
Because everything I just said, whether you like me or not, was factually correct, right? Because it's consistent across multiple successful people.
Correct. And if it's repeated by several people, obviously there's a fucking pattern now.
Yeah.
But let's jump into. I want to change gears, shift gears, and transition into something regarding you. You mentioned it earlier. You were here fucking 4 places before coming here and traveling and stuff like this, right? You've been around the world a bunch. I think you said you've been to 32 countries. Is that right?
31?
31, 32?
If I sat down and counted them all out, I did before when we were talking, I was trying to count them all out.
Out of all the places you've been to, what has been the worst country you've been to?
The worst? Ooh. In terms of what specifically?
Yeah, let me rephrase that. Out of all the countries you've been to, what has been the worst country in terms of lifestyle? Like overall quality of life.
Probably Peru.
That sounds like dog shit.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, when I was living there, actually I was living in Lima. I was living in a slum on the outskirts of Lima. We were doing like
Lima, where's that?
Lima is the capital of Peru.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was in the slums on the outside. We were doing like charity work, like teaching English and stuff to kids there. Yeah, it was a bit of a shithole. Gonna be honest. Yeah, would not like I can go to like a shithole and have a great time.
Get drunk, right?
Party. Because people in like, okay, like as an example, I lived in favelas in Brazil for a little bit, right? Super fun, super dangerous. Like literally, the dudes across the road from us had machine guns, but super fun. Peru, not so much. Not so much. Yeah.
No fun and nothing.
Not trying to shit on Peruvians. Just answering your question. I mean, off the top of my head, yeah, like it was, deserty, dusty, very dusty. Yeah.
Okay.
Fat abuelas.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you mentioned Brazil then. I remember reading when we were texting, you were, I think, held at either gunpoint or knife point in Brazil. Is that right?
Knife point.
Okay.
Was robbed. Yeah.
What was the
I didn't get robbed. I got out of it.
Okay. What was the story of you kind of getting to the point of being fucking held hostage at knife, essentially?
So I was a dumbass. So I'm usually very situationally aware, right? And I know Brazil is a danger. This is actually the 3rd time I'd been to Brazil, and I got robbed. Like the first 2 times I was fine, didn't cock up at all, because I had my head on a swivel, right? And this particular time, I'd flown in late, and my buddy had joined me. It was actually for my birthday, and I was waiting around for a couple of hours, and he flew in. And we're like, oh, let's celebrate. We hadn't seen each other for ages. Let's celebrate. We went for a walk on Copacabana Beach. Blue jeans, dressed like a gringo, speaking English really loudly, like 2 a.m. in the morning. Dumb idea. Right. So I knew from the start, like once that happened, I was like, this should have happened. Like there's no reason this shouldn't have happened.